Yeah.
So are y'all here as citizens?
I'm always a walking citizen and always a walking business owner and always a newspaper reporter anywhere I go. Just like you, right? A citizen, a paramedic, a dad, or you can name it. Absolutely.
Some of us have some disadvantages.
No matter where you go, you are who you are, right?
Unfortunately.
We're very blessed to be a part of this community, absolutely. Excited about some things that you're looking into. Sounds fun. I remember the old days. Remember the good, the bad, the good. Looking forward to the future.
So did you have anything you wanted to address?
I had asked what the numbers were. Well, we were so excited about passing the sales tax, so the ESD's got more money. And so I asked Christy for those totals, and she said, I had asked you guys for it. I figured as a bookkeeper, she probably had them, but maybe she doesn't have permission to give them to us. I don't understand.
No, I'm gonna give you the amount, I just don't know what the agreement was on what the terms are, how much we're collecting.
Well, and that already happened in other notes, so I didn't ask for that. I'm just totals. Now, I've gone on the website, and I've seen them. But I do have a second question. What is for ESD 4A? Because that is, money's being sent to ESD 4A as well. And ESD 5A as well.
ESD 5 is gonna tell you.
Well, I know that.
But not A.
But there's a 4A and 5A. And
We're not an A, we're just following.
the sales tax is being sent to. So you guys maybe should be getting 2 checks a month instead of 1.
Oh,
That makes sense why we're getting 2 deposits.
yeah.
Because if you look at our things, we're
We're not
getting
listed under that.
2,
But I think it's because we're in 2 different areas.
2 different
And that
areas.
might be. But
But I can understand why.
I'll tell you, it's just a little slice of Lidl, that would be their only second area.
Yeah.
I don't know, I don't have that answer. I'm gonna find
And if you
out.
get 2 checks, well then maybe that is what you get.
Just send me the others.
Let's see, so in March. And these aren't the totals that that the comptroller has said on their website that y'all should be getting, so I don't know why the difference, but
Yeah.
That's-
Well, we
So
just,
unless there's deposit that is made, I have not checked for for this month.
no, but like last month or this month, so I don't, do they deposit more than once a month? This
So we get
is-
2 deposits a month and it's automatically deposited into our account.
So I'm wondering if it's the 4A and the 4. or-
Yeah, I hadn't heard that, the A part.
Yeah. So when you say February sales, but is that on the March report or is February?
It's
sales?
on my February report.
So in February, so it's really January sales,
Yes.
right?
right.
Okay.
But
So
we just
Jan-
don't post it until February.
You can't pay it, okay, so it's
Yeah.
really
So it's approved.
that statement, right? So the most current would be the February stuff that's paid in March.
I can tell you that.
So no, y'all might want to look into that and see what's
Yeah,
up with that.
we were kind of, not in hope for a whole lot more. We got the first check and it was like $800. And we thought, well, okay. And then we got the second check and it was $8,000. Okay, we can do this.
Right.
Well, we got to pay back the operating account for the election.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah, so it shows on the comptroller that y'all should have year-to-date 18,896 for that one account. The other account is 1,267.
Is that the A? Is the smaller amount the A?
Yes, very small. Now, the tide is hugely different, but that's neither here nor there, but yeah, it's interesting. My question, I guess, is has anybody given you any thoughts as to, is this what's the amount is gonna, was this a build-up amount? Like at one point, Greg had said, oh, there's a lot of money sitting out there, we should have a windfall at the very beginning. Or is this consistently gonna be the same amount you're seeing? Because if you're basing your future adventure here off of these figures, we don't need to know that.
It's all at one time.
Whether this is off of what the true sales were for that period, or was this a windfall that was sitting there in the pot of gold waiting for us? That would be, as an accountant, that'd be a very hard question to me when preparing for the future, if you're saying you're gonna get 10,000 a month, you know, then that's great, but if you aren't, then that's another thing internally, so. Anyway, it's interesting. There's a lot of money out there, obviously. And who's been getting this money up until now?
Whoever they wanted to send it to.
Well, that's
In the
what,
state of Texas.
that's what somebody said, but I've never seen that by someone who on paper legitimately is proving that.
Right, I haven't either.
You know, the theory was, oh, most people are already charging that rate anyway, because they don't know what they're doing, except for the few.
Well, they're already paying, yeah, they're charging the customers, but they're paying that rate.
Over the normal county
Yeah.
rate, and so it would be going to probably somewhere else.
Exactly.
So to
Single
date,
end of the road.
to date, $18,271.34 has been collected.
Has been deposited,
Yes.
right, which is probably just 18,000, is that top one, it's not
Not the Natalia A? You're talking about 5A or 4A?
Yeah, the 18,896 would be ESD 4. So that 1,267 for ESD 4A is, who's getting it? Oh, probably might need to go look for that.
Yeah. 2 should be getting some too, also.
Oh, 2 is just normal, they get their, yeah, they've gotten today 63,911. So they're averaging about 30 some odd a month. Compared to them. But the rate is higher, you know, because you're just getting a small portion.
Right. We're getting
So that's a huge
a quarter of a percent, they're getting.
Right.
So unless this is
Yeah,
just
they're
one of them and the
yeah.
other one's still coming by check because I didn't realize it was 2 different accounts for direct deposit, that's the only thing I didn't know. I just did not get.
So,
Okay.
anyway,
We hope to get an answer to that, but
yeah.
I hadn't even looked.
And you're seeing that A on what document?
Well, the comptroller.
Okay.
You go, you can look at all of the county ads across the special utility districts. Right. So, anyway.
Anything else?
Right? That was my question. This is really cool, we're finally getting some of this, and are we gonna continue getting some of this?
Right.
You know, how much are we gonna get some of it, how much, yeah, so.
Unless they're planning on zoning 4 and 5 to separate, I don't understand why they would title it an A. Unless they're anticipating a B.
So who's gonna?
But they shouldn't be zoning it without,
Well, you're right, that's the question, why the A? Unless you're anticipating a B.
Are you redistricting, the redistricting again, or something?
It's an alcohol
tobacco tax.
Tobacco alcohol.
I like what that said, it's an alcohol tax. Wow.
So does the comptroller send a report with that deposit, or do they just say, here's some money?
No, it comes with a report.
Yeah. So that's what the answer is in our.
So attached is the final listing of taxpayers coded inside Medina County Service District number 4 and 4A, which can become effective October 1st, based on the edits made with taxpayers located in zip codes from spreadsheet over the past few months. So I'm wondering if 4 is the Divine area and then 4A is the Natalia area. But we can call operating number and
Yeah.
then I can have an answer for you. She's our person at the state comptroller, I can ask her.
Yeah, I
The
just
only thing I can think of is that 4 is the Divine area and then 4A is the Natalia area.
I don't understand why 5 would have an A.
I don't know, but that's not us, so.
Yeah, why not? Why didn't you think?
unless it's city and county.
Why would you not have a also?
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
But I'll call Aubrey and that go.
Yeah, so anyway, so I'll copy that report and then maybe I'll figure it out from there and go, is this something that's really gonna be a monthly amount, or is this just a bill that's sitting there?
Good question, KK.
Important question.
Yeah. It has panned out really nicely for us.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. And
Like I said, when we got the first check, it was kind of, which was clear that the tax and election expenses. And then I saw the second check and what it's covered.
Right. Oh, it'll cover.
Is that right?
Okay. Maybe keep it from your business for those.
No,
Because if I try to, explain this to the public, I don't know what, I want to
Absolutely.
But it's just.
I say, you voted it in, this is what's doing, and now this is what they're able to do with it, and guess what? They're gonna do some great things.
Exactly.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
We saw the press release that day.
Yes, we got it in this budget, this week.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Fantastic. We've been writing that since the last meeting. But, you know, when you got board members that got to approve it.
So much.
Well, first the attorney is, and then he goes around the room. Okay, so, Ms. Borsay, you want to give, the leader's report?
For the last 30 days prior to, again, this is January the 16th through February the 15th, we had 188 calls in the entire district. 61 of those happened to be in the city of Devine. I think 127 in the rest of the area. I always like to go, I mean, the top is done because that was the format you guys set up way long time ago. But breaking it down, and I always put that down because it's easier to understand, I think, on the last page. So we made 4 trips to Atascosa last month. Average response time to that area is obviously 10 minutes, good ways from Devine. The city of Devine, we had 61 calls. Average response time, we had 4.1 minutes within the city. City of Natalia, we had 13 calls in the city limits with a 4.8%. Again, that number is higher because we sleep here at night, go there.
Right.
The call volume-wise is still almost equal. If we do almost a 50-50 split between the 2 trucks. So when we talk about the Natalia truck, we're talking about county calls included in that area. So landmass-wise, I think we're basically tracking via the school district or however the sheriff's department has the fire district set up. So, because typically if we go north, it's in the Natalia Fire District, we need mutual aid. And then, so we count everything in that area. And then of course, we didn't make any trips to Frio this month, but Frio did come up and help us on February the 6th when we had that 12 calls in 8 hours.
Yeah.
And then we had 110 calls in the county area during the month. The average response time for all the county calls was about 7.8 minutes. And again, that's 59% of the total volume out of the service. Outside of that, there was nothing major that I can think of that occurred, other than truck breakdowns and things of that nature that are normal. But fortunately, we have backup. So, in fact, today, if you look outside, we have a massive truck.
Huge. I was like,
The Devine truck, the front end, what they call it, ball joints or whatever, started kind of making the tires move funky, so we hauled it down to the mechanic today. We should get it back tomorrow. The Natalia truck's the one that burned up, and so we have another truck that we use. It's called 0702. I think that shows up in your report. So that's Medic 72, and we're keeping that truck until.
It's not like you can get it in.
Yeah, it's a pretty near truck. I don't know what the plan is on that because it's a good truck. We like it. In fact, the crews like it. It just we don't have the Medina County emblem on it, and I quite frankly haven't asked about that, what the plan is. And I think the company's still waiting to find out the outcome from the insurance company on how they're going to cover the new truck that we bought to put here, the one that burned up. So I don't think that's been settled yet. You know how insurance companies are. Because we lost pretty much everything in that fire. I think we had a couple of calls, at least one, I know, that was 21 minutes. That particular call was, again, we were between the 5th and the 6th of February when we had that absolutely insane time frame. Lots of folks were out. We actually ended up both, I think, on the 5th and on the 6th. ESD1, all trucks were out of service. ESD3, all trucks were gone, and ESD4, all trucks were gone. So, and Lytle, I don't know if you guys are aware of this, but their jurisdiction isn't just Lytle, but they also cover, I think, Poteet. So when you call them, you never know if they're going to be in ditch. Bless their hearts, they always come to help when we ask for help. But on this particular day, again, we were moving people from, we were down to 0 in San Antonio. And so fortunately the crew that was on their way back responded to that call. So we didn't have to wait because there wasn't anybody else to respond.
Right.
So that was a delayed response, and that was in the county. Again, fortunately, I went back and looked at the run report. It was nothing critical. It was more of I fell down and I need help getting up. Thank God it wasn't anything bad. But other than that, the month went fairly
Was that
well.
in Natalia or Divine?
Ma'am?
Was that in Natalia or Divine?
In the county. So it was on that side, going towards Lacoste.
Okay. Just curious. It didn't.
When we were at conference, I ran into the group from Atascosa County.
Yeah.
They're going to build another station.
I'm sorry?
They're building another station between Poteet and Lytle
That's good.
and Stafford. So
I heard, in fact, somebody sent me a picture, so that's how I heard about it. They said, hey, this is the new station. And when I inquired, the person I inquired to said they didn't know anything about it. So I was going like, I don't know what's going on. But it's a really nice building that if it's the same one. So, you know, I know that they're trying, that the county only has 4 trucks in the whole county. And I don't know if they're, because they made 6,000 calls last year with 4 trucks.
well, and they used to have 2 trucks in Lytle back when I was
Yeah.
there. And
I think that's when they were contracted.
no. When I was
The county did it?
Yeah.
Wow.
After I got my paramedic, I was volunteering there.
Anyway, outside of that, yeah, everything's good. Facilities-wise, the fixture's not broken. It was actually the bulb. So when I replaced the bulb, it's working fine. But I haven't fixed the sink yet.
I know I tried to wash my hands.
Huh?
I was like, oh, no water?
Yeah. Trying to remember what else that you might need to know about. I'll email it if there's something I forgot, but I think everything's working fine. Oh, we did freeze and lose water, and my crews made the repair, and so we got water back. We didn't have to call anybody.
When did it freeze?
Huh?
When did it freeze?
That when it got down to 18 degrees back in February?
Oh,
Remember that one day?
Yeah, one night.
I didn't remember it.
The water line
I must have
outside,
froze.
the water line outside broke, and so crews repaired the line. You know how medics are, they're multifunctional,
Yeah.
Most of us.
usually.
Anybody got any questions for Mr. Corsia? Thank you, sir. Okay, so we're going to go into executive session. Juan, you got the reports, right?
I don't. I didn't have my iPad because I was expecting to go home today.
Okay, I can show you the treasurer's report.
Stand by.
Okay.
I looked through the minutes earlier.
Anybody looked at the minutes?
I looked through them, I didn't see.
Can you see my screen one?
Yeah, I see.
We just need to approve
The minutes this month? Yeah. But everything was a repeat in the minutes, yeah, and it's all in there.
What about the fans from the fence?
No, just, I'm reading through the like, February minutes. Not this, not the
We
agenda,
need to
the
approve,
minutes.
approve
Yeah, let's
this.
look at the minutes.
The minutes from the last meeting.
February 6th, yeah.
The only thing that's not on there as far as the deposit is the check that just came in the mail. We have a check, $712.21 was deposited and will hit our account at the end of the 9th of March. Then we received a check for $10,584.06 from 4, and then there's 4A. So I'm going to assume that 4A is Natalia and 4 is Divine, but I will verify. So not showing up on our treasury report is a check for $10,584.06, which will be on our next report.
And what was that other check amount?
700 and, stand by, $712.21.
And that was from
4A, whatever 4A means.
Top,
Yes,
so
And then-
for 4A.
that was 4A, and then for 4 was the $10,584.06.
That was just for 4?
Yes.
So then I say you didn't have the quarter,
Nope, just those 4 and 4A, that's all it says.
no explanation.
Nope. But it's 2 different codes, so
I see that.
I'm assuming that that's what it means, but I will verify.
So should we just give up hope we'll ever get our reimbursement from Allegiance?
Yeah, what about that reimbursement he's asking about?
From the legal. Just go like this, Pat.
Let me read the email that is sent. Oh, cockapoo. You can see my screen, so ignore all the emails.
No, I believe you're trying to get it. I'm trying to figure out why they haven't sent it. And that's interest money we're losing out on.
Right.
And should we calculate an interest penalty?
Yeah.
It's in here somewhere because I received an email. Stand by. Oh, there it is. Because it's under bill. That's one. Says you got the money on the way from Allegiance.
What's the date of that email?
226. The check will arrive around 226. So unless it's in the mailbox and I can't stick my hands far enough down in it,
Oh, they're sending a paper check, not a,
that's Divine. Motorola. Nope, I ain't got it. Who's got small hands?
Me?
don't look at me.
Can you see if you can stick your hand in the mailbox and see if there's any more
We
other
can't
mail?
open it?
I forgot the keys. I'm not in my truck. I'm in a work truck, sorry.
Seriously, on the end of the wall.
You'd never be a good thief, man.
Well, we're not sending them another payment, right, Christie?
I have a check ready because I was hoping that the check would be here, but no, I will not send it to them. Because I even sent them a copy of the invoice and how much we owed them.
Yep. That was, yeah.
So I will not send that check.
Juan, do you think we need to shift some money around in bank accounts?
Can you go back to it, Christie?
I can, sir. Give me
I'm
2
sorry.
seconds. No, you're all right. And this is not including the deposit that was just made today for 79,000 and some change. So you have
Do you know
probably
what our,
over 600, you have over 600 grand in the
Operations.
operation.
yeah, we should, these are non-interest bearing accounts.
Right.
Yeah, we really need to start putting our money in at least the tax pool or Lone Star pool, where a lot of government agencies put their money. I mean, those rates are at least 4 to 5 basis points right now.
So
Bringing some money.
So the next question that I bring to you is, we're gonna have to buy a bunch of supplies to ambulance. So do we want to go ahead and open up a EMS account and put money over there and use that to pay for the equipment that we have to purchase? Because we have to buy stretchers, backboards,
Cardiac monitors.
stair chairs, all the medical supplies.
So generally these items are very liquid and they transfer within a 24-hour period. So it's ACH between this investment entity and our bank account. So I mean, it's really not
Bill from Ken.
usually not problematic.
We need to find the key.
Put that one
That
back.
hurt.
I know.
That one back.
I can reach out to the rep I use from the school side and see if it's a different person or not to help us get set up in one of them.
I think it's a good idea.
I'm all for that.
Okay, let me make some calls tomorrow. They'll probably need to bring something to the next board meeting
Okay.
to join their organization.
Yeah, we just got to get it on the agenda.
Yeah. Well,
So you'll check into that?
yes, sir.
Okay, fantastic. Thank you, sir.
Can you text me all that
Make a motion.
and tell me who you're gonna call?
I'll second.
Minutes.
We're ready. Just for you, George.
Okay, so there are no more questions about the minutes or the treasurer's report? Shall we do them all as one?
That was my question.
We'll just do them all as one. So,
Make a motion to approve the treasury report and the minutes.
okay, so I have a motion. Can I get a second?
Second.
Second. Motion first and a second. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? So it carries, unanimous.
Right.
Okay, the Bluebonnet Festival is a $100 fee this year. We're gonna do the same thing for, that we did last year, snow cones, popcorn. I have to check the address signs to see if we have any more how much address signs we have left. If not, I'm gonna have to purchase some more, because last year,
Stuff for snow cones and popcorn?
no, we have everything here, yeah.
Did we, go ahead, let me start over. Did the fire department give all the signs back that they had?
Yes. But we sold a bunch last year, or
That was a lot of
donated last year,
size.
so I
That
just need
did
to.
almost as good as the popcorn.
So I just need to verify how much we have left, but we have everything for the snow cone and the popcorn, so we should be good on that. The fee is $100. I've already filled out the application. Viola's
And I have a check.
and the check. And she's gonna check to see whether or not we can have electricity. If not, we're gonna have to find another generator. So that way, generators, one on the popcorn and generators on the snow cone.
Well, actually, if I have two long extension cords, I can, because it's two 30-amp plugs. The problem is the popcorn machine is like 18 amps, so.
Well, while I'm there tomorrow, I'll ask and we'll
I
go
have
from
a
there.
generator too.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
Sounds real good.
The other thing
Yeah,
I was gonna ask
mine-
is having the blood
Mine's too,
mobile there.
yeah, mine's too heavy to
Because
pick
the
up.
That does a
blood,
220, yeah, mine's real heavy, but.
bank contacted us, sent me an email because Christy and I used to set them up all the time. Say, hey, you haven't set up anything in a while, would y'all be interested? I said, yeah, or do you have anything this day? And I said, you better let me go to my board and then see if they'll actually do it. And then Tony says I have to check to make sure we can have it out at the Blue Bonnet Festival.
So when is the Blue Bonnet Festival?
April
The
6th?
the weekend after Easter,
Yeah, April
That's right.
6th.
so whatever.
Right?
that is.
April 6th?
Something like that.
Because it's 6 through 8, but it's a Saturday that's the parade.
Right.
Yeah.
April 6th, okay.
Yes.
Yeah, it's something to do with the eclipse.
The
The eclipse is on the
They
8th.
put that in
actually.
there too.
Oh,
Yes.
Yes. So could y'all explain more about the signs? I know years ago you said, hang their signs, everybody at their place, get signs so they know where they're going.
We got the signs because we're trying to find an address, somebody that needs an EMS,
Yeah.
that way they could have that. So we came up with, what size is it? Yeah, so we literally put them together right there for them with their physical numbers. And if we need to come out and set it up for them, then that's an option as well. We don't charge, we ask for a donation.
Also,
Yeah, to publicize that, that's my point, if you give some information.
Oh.
Some people may
I
come
thought you just wanted to.
just for that in particular because they want,
Yeah.
They were a hot item that last year.
For sure.
yeah.
Like I said, the only thing would be better was the popcorn.
Yeah.
we just had to learn to make it go straight.
Yeah, that'd be great.
I think Christy would be one to show.
For the Divine Festival too to do it.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I know people would love to have those. How could do they have to do the festival or could they?
They can contact us. We had that on our website for a long time, as well as Divine Fire was doing it, Natalia Fire was doing it, for different, covering both sides of the service area. So they were calling it Divine Fire, and they were calling Natalia Fire, and then I think they were emailing Christy instead of the phone number. But we can put that back out there for sure.
Yeah, no, I'd love to publicize that and let's get more of those addresses.
Well, it makes such a difference, and not just for the EMS, but for everybody.
Those fire EMS for, absolutely, yeah.
And that's been the biggest complaint for as long as I've been here.
That's something we can definitely help with.
Everybody.
Signage out there.
And maybe.
I'm gonna put it on Christy's notes, so you guys can take notes.
Whoever wants to.
She's asking for something that she can put in there for us.
Yeah, send her the.
Yeah, but that's what I put on here.
Yeah, what the cost and what they need to do, or do they have?
We don't charge, we just ask for a donation
To replace.
whatever they,
They can throw 50 cents out there. They can throw nothing out there.
Yeah.
As long
The
as
main thing is you put it up.
Yeah.
we literally just had a jar at the festival last year and they would put their donation in and just go from there.
Right, and then y'all put their 5 or 6 numbers on it.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, George.
Yeah, we put it on there for them, and they'll just hand them the stuff. And they're reflective.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
that's awesome. I'm sure a lot of people love to do that, love to have it, love to help y'all push that. And
Yeah, it benefits, it not only benefits them, but it benefits their neighbors too. So if you can get in the area, you at least have an idea.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, that's cool.
Compared to
At this point.
70 miles an hour, oh, stand on the brake,
Right.
somewhere in here.
Sorry.
It's okay, I'm
So
not
we're gonna have
paying
to
this.
order some?
She has to get
So
rid of some.
we're gonna need a motion to give her approval to order more?
Yes, yes. Do we need more?
Yes, we're gonna
All the above?
all of the above, yes.
Okay.
I think it's like 4 boxes of address signs and 2 bags of numbers. I think it came to like 15 something. Stand by, I will go. Oops.
But I know that we always give her a spending limit, so.
Well, yeah, no,
I'd
that's
rather
gotta
make
be
that
in the motion.
Yeah.
So let's
I
at
think
least
it's
get
like
an idea.
$1,500 for everything. It's 4 boxes of the
Does that come
signs.
shipping,
and
or do
the
they charge shipping?
They charge shipping, we just won't have to pay for tax.
How much numbers?
So
2 bags of
1,700?
numbers. 2 bags of numbers and 4 boxes of 50 of
If we
the
give her the
signs.
limit of 1,700 for those, is that enough?
It should be.
Okay, so I make a motion for Christie to order the signs and then the numbers. Yeah, no, it's only numbers.
There's only
It's only
numbers.
numbers.
We're not gonna put county road.
It's usually about 250 signs.
Up to a limit of 1,700, including the shipping.
Okay, I have a motion. Do I have a second?
I'll second.
Okay, motion and a second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Unanimous.
How long does that take, Christie?
I'll have to order them tomorrow.
I mean, the delivery time, how much does that usually take?
I think it's like 2 weeks. ago.
Oh, okay, no worries.
If it's longer than that, I'll send an email.
Okay. and I'll try to get that check to them tomorrow. But she's already done the application online, but I have the physical check, so I'll try to go there tomorrow.
The electricity.
No, for the
Oh,
Live
find
Yeah.
the electricity,
For
they're
the-
gonna be able to.
Right, yeah, I have my list of things
Yeah.
to find out at the library. Because that's where it is at the library in Natalia.
Okay, so do we have any updates on the fans in the bay or the foam upstairs?
I don't have any updates on the foam, simply because we don't have a start time when we would want to do that, because we were talking about having to put the crew in a hotel.
Right, right.
So I don't have any updates on that, because I'm waiting on what we need to do with the crews.
Or just pull the trucks out and let them camp in the back.
Yeah, that'll work.
You mean, you have to hire somebody to put in a line?
No, to drop the ceiling and put the insulation.
Oh.
So we don't have to use 14 window units and so that's what
Central
we're
air.
going to do, put more insulation in
In
there.
order to make it more
But we
bearable.
need to have somewhere to put the crews for their overnights. So that's why I don't have a time frame or a starting point for that, because I gotta put the crews somewhere. Yes, so the roofing guy said that's not the best idea that we've thought about. Tony and I thought it was a good idea, but apparently not. Because if it leaks or it rains while they're working on it, or even the dew
It's
gets
done.
in there, it will grow mold and then turn to black mold, and then we got a big mess, so, yeah.
So going up from the bottom, which is
It's gonna be-
messier, is going to be the
So we're
only
gonna have to
option.
put the crews out for,
Out way.
so they're not in there with all the construction, because they're gonna put plastics up, but there's crews who are still gonna be breathing that, so we're gonna have to put them up somewhere. Yeah.
So this is below the going out for bids, right?
Which one is this? I don't remember. Is this for
So,
going all the way around?
let me show
This
this.
is the fence around the,
That's
Stamp.
what I'm asking.
so.
I thought it was for just a pad, but no, it's all
No, no,
around.
no, no, no. So, this is to go all the way around.
Around the property. Really can't do one just around the pad because the road is.
Yeah, so this is to go all the way around the fencing, or all the way around the property. Oh, that's why you had mine.
No, I didn't.
So they came out here, they actually met with,
Air Life and
Air Evac,
Air okay.
Michael Keaton, because we had some concerns about it, the fencing being about 6 feet and the helicopter coming in. That's what Tony and I were talking about at the last meeting. So I set up a meeting between this contractor and Michael Keaton, and it is actually, it's going to be too high. So we're going to have to go down a little bit. But this would be all the way around our complete property, secure the helipad so nothing comes into the helipad, as well as a gate to come into the property and 2 side gates. The front would be open, but then there would be 2 side gates on each side. So that way if somebody needed to go to the, what's that thing on the side right there? The generator or the fire alarm, they can get through the gate or come through the gate out here, and all the gates would have to have access. So it would either be a pin, which we would give to the county, so the county can give to the fire departments to get into the gate. And then the access cards for each of our employees. So that way we just deactivate a card instead of having to switch the number every time somebody let goes or something like that. We can just deactivate the card and go from there. But there
So
will
giving the number to the county allows for different entities to come in without us breaking the law of having it closed off.
That's correct. Because so if the fire department needs access because they need to come over and helipad, there would be a requirement of the dispatch to give that code to the fire department, or we can give it to the fire chief on either side and just say, this is the code to get into the gate if you have to come and help us with the helipad. So it'll have a card reader and a PIN code.
And then that way we don't have to worry about debris getting anywhere near the helipad.
Is this
Okay.
is all that into this price?
Yes.
So the fence installs.
Do we have to get 3 bids or?
Materials.
No,
No.
not as long as it's under 50.
50,000.
Oh,
We don't
okay.
have to have that.
And that I did ask Kim Campbell.
Okay.
You want me to send it to you, one?
The bid, the quote.
So,
Yeah.
with,
Let me see if I can
Yeah.
open it.
if it's gonna be under 6 foot, is it still gonna be the same price?
This was not the original one that they gave us. After he gave us a
Okay,
different
because it
one.
still says 6 foot is fine.
Right.
6 foot by 5 foot.
No, we were gonna go higher than that.
Higher than
But
6
yes, so we have to go 6 feet per Michael Keaton.
Okay.
Hold on, one. I'm trying to pull
So
it
are
up.
we trying to make a motion for this, or what are we doing?
So
What is
you
the
or we
time, what
can
is
go-
the timeframe? What is the?
I don't think we can, it's not as it's not a action item.
Action
Well, I
item.
understand that, but what is the time, my question is, what is the time frame? Once we contact them, that they can start and get it done, do you know?
He said he could start whenever you give him the approval.
Okay.
I just didn't
Is
know
this
if there was
quote-
somebody else that we wanted to use because I haven't gotten anything.
Is this quote worth 3 months, 2 months?
Right,
6
how long is
months?
this quote good for? I didn't see that anywhere.
I
I
don't
don't know if I
know.
missed it.
I didn't either.
Well, on the agenda, it shows a special on the 19th.
So yeah, we have a meeting on the 19th.
Yeah, let's put it on that agenda. I really like to
So
get
can
at
we-
least the helipad
Can we
project
figure
finished
out how
up.
long this is good for?
Yes, I can find out.
Awesome, thank you. Oh, look at it, expires April 3rd, right on the front.
There we go.
I missed it, reading through
That's
it, I
okay.
missed it.
And then we already got the update from Ken on the property in the
Is
tag.
there a warranty on it?
I will ask.
So we have a special meeting on the 19th,
Yes, ma'am.
that's correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Didn't know that.
Yes, you did.
I did not approve this.
Good try.
I'll send you a picture of the notes.
I remember her sitting it out there, but she said, will these work for you? I did not say
Nobody
yes.
said no.
When you didn't say no, I'm just saying.
So, special meeting March
I
19th.
abstained. Wait, you missed me.
Oh, but, yes, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
This is sad, Tony.
What?
So, with the email that Ken did send, CC'd me on,
Uh-huh.
between him and the city of Natalia lawyer.
Uh-huh.
The only thing that has changed so far is, once it is approved, we have 32 months to start and finish. Is that a doable thing? That was my question after reading
32 months to
through.
do what?
32 months
To
to
build a
get
new
it
station.
started and completed, the station in Natalia. Is that a doable thing? Or do I need to
Should be.
answer
Yeah,
the
that's
email?
I would think it is.
It should be.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, I don't see why it shouldn't be.
Is that enough time if there are things that go wrong? Is my concern. I don't want to
The
sign
good,
a
the
contract.
good thing is it's all brand new construction.
Right.
It'd be another thing if we had to tear something down and,
Do we already know the financing, how we're financing this?
None, as I read it, it says we'll pay closing. But it's still between the lawyers, it has not been finalized.
No
The station?
financing of the construction. Yeah.
I guess once we go, you're gonna have to write the RFQ so we can put it out and and then go from there and find out how much it's gonna cost us first before we make if we finance, we'll finance with capital.
But we
Do we
were
know what we can get approved for, I guess is the bigger question.
keeps
We
freezing.
Because, I mean, we would need an architect, we need to hire an architect, we need to get
or hire a project manager.
projected cost.
Right, I have
We need to get
3
projected cost. and
architects.
Sorry.
I have 3 different architects that we talked to. Not this last conference, but the one before, talked to them again. Tony and I did. The engineer could be put up underneath the project manager, because they'll check the floodplain and they'll do all that stuff, but it is already city property. So we just need to agree on who we need to go through.
I want that soil, what they're supposed to do is soil
It'd be done
samples.
too, yeah. That'd still have to be done. The environmental testing.
Environmental testing,
Yeah.
the only thing that'd be the only thing that can hold it up that long.
Right.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, that's what I'm wondering, is it enough time? I was reading through what Ken sent back out, and that 3 years sounds like a long time, but if something happens and you get hung up, permits or anything, it can go longer than that. I don't want to lose that piece of property just because of something like that.
Yeah.
Why do they want to put a time frame on us?
Give up or you did?
Not necessarily, but as I read it, it says
Hold on.
32 months from start to finish. It doesn't give me any consequences, but it's still between the two lawyers, so I didn't want to read into that.
Well,
Why do they want to put a time frame on us? Do we know?
Because, well, from what I understood when I went to the meeting originally, is because they had given, sold, whatever their verbiage was, property before for businesses, and they never,
Did
they
anything.
started and never finished, or some of them never even did anything. They never even turned a piece of dirt over. So they wanted to make sure that we were actually willing to start and complete the project. When he freezes. That's the little things.
I mean, is it enough time? Yes, it should be plenty of time unless something happens.
That was my concern. That's why I brought it up.
Let's say another COVID happens.
Well,
And
it's,
things
you know,
are
it's,
shut down
I can't say that loud.
for
We're on
several
camera.
months. So, as long as maybe there's some exception clause to sort of like a, natural disasters or
yeah, well, not
Things like that.
Which way you put that on the fence.
But it'd be nice to know if we're saying that capital will finance this, to sort of get an idea of what our financing can look like what are we capable of borrowing? Because we're already leasing the 2 ambulances. I don't know what this kind of structures cost, but I know schools are being built at $600 a square foot. I don't know what this building's gonna fall in at.
Why did I go into EMS? Shoot.
Do we have an idea of how big it's gonna be?
Well, it's gonna have to be 2 stories. Because the plot of land it's just a city plot.
Yeah.
We're going, we're gonna be 2 stories, yeah.
You'd
You're
have to
gonna have
do
to
2
go
stories.
2 stories. You're gonna have to go up. You can't
You're
go
gonna
out.
have to have a small meeting room and then 2 bays and then the cruise quarters upstairs.
But build them smaller to where you have
Because I'm getting old, don't wanna run.
plenty of room to insulate.
Because I'm getting old, I don't wanna run the stairs.
What a crew there.
Why does the crew have to be upstairs?
They don't have to be upstairs.
It's just,
Well, because then we're gonna deal with the same problem we're dealing with now.
No, 'cause-
Unless we're going in-
No, because it's new
it'd be new
construction.
construction.
And because that up there was storage. It was basically an attic with nothing up there when we started that.
There were
that
some
part.
stretchers up there.
There were dead animals and stuffed animals and stuff like that up there, literally.
Yeah, so this building was already built
So
with the storage.
tin and nothing.
Right.
So new construction, we can actually put in
Or insulation.
insulation and build it correctly.
Okay, let me ask you this then. Wouldn't it be better to have the crew down instead of up? Because we only meet once or twice a month. We can go with.
But we're a
No,
public
then we have,
building.
public building, then we have to have an elevator.
Yes. You have to be ADA compliant.
Yes, I did.
Meeting room over there and a meeting room over there.
Basically education
or meeting.
Training area.
over there.
That way we
So that
got,
way we can go back and
if-
forth between Natalia and Divine.
that way if we need
Because it's
to,
still a public building,
Yes.
so, yeah.
Does the elevator have to be safe?
Ma'am, it cannot be
We
one
don't
of
want an
those-
elevator at all. You just jumped us up about
For
60,000.
the architects,
Excuse
for
me?
the architects, we don't have to put out a full RFP for that. It's an RFQ.
It's an RFQ, yeah.
So, could a request from each architect be made to give us a statement of qualifications that we can review at the next meeting and then maybe select an architect firm? Maybe submit some prior examples of firehouses, of stations built?
Are you gonna write the RFQ?
No, we don't have to write anything. We can
You
just
can
make
ask
those
for-
requests.
ask for their
Qualifications.
qualifications and,
So you want me to send emails to the 3 that I have?
Yeah, and then we could review them at the next meeting.
On the 19th one?
I don't know.
No, I mean the next
The
regular.
regular.
the next regular meeting,
Okay.
yes,
Okay,
yes.
I can do that.
April's meeting.
Yeah.
Next regular.
You need to find out whether or not we have to have an engineer as well.
Yeah.
The engineer can fall under the architect once we sign a contract with them.
Okay, I'm making notes, I'm listening.
Oh, was I supposed to say more?
No.
Yes, keep
no,
going. No, I'm just kidding.
No, I'm good, it's already late.
Yes, it is. All right, that's all I have. All right.
All right, any comments, questions or concerns?
Fans.
Are you hot?
You got a hold of Mission
No. Let me,
Update on
If
fans?
not,
That's
I
what
can
I'm
call
talking
somebody in town.
hmm?
I can call somebody from San Antonio.
So we're just gonna-
We were just going with Mustang Electric because of.
Well, I called him a
Because it was
couple
local.
times, he never calls me back.
Okay, I'll find
So we're
somebody.
still waiting on somebody to come and install it.
Yep,
They're here.
Yeah, we have
we have the
to.
fan.
What about your crew?
No, ma'am, no, ma'am.
No, 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 no.
The
Exhaust
the
fans.
exhaust fans in the.
I'll find
Especially
someone in
for the
San
summer
Antonio.
months coming up right now.
I mean, they multitask, right?
I'll call someone
I
in
don't
San
like
Antonio.
electricity.
We were just trying to keep everything local.
Yeah.
So
Are you
if
still-
Mustang
are you-
Electric.
You still dead set on that big fan you bought?
Yes.
I didn't buy a big fan.
Putting it in the middle of the bay thing?
No, he'd be off on one side or the other.
Now I'm confused.
So
The
two,
exhaust fan.
No, one,
There's gonna be one, there's two in
Second in
there.
or blowing out?
One's gonna be one out.
Blowing out.
And then blowing out.
Okay.
That's the whole idea. Well, and the bay doors stay open 90% of the time anyway, so you'd get that cooler air pulled in down low and shove the hot air out the top. That was our idea of the most,
yeah, my crew would be capable.
No, I wouldn't even ask them to do that. No,
If
sir.
they had the talent, I wouldn't mind.
Plus our
Yeah, I
insurance
would.
won't cover you.
Electricity scares
Our
me.
insurance won't cover them.
yeah, no, that's,
The height don't bother me, it's
I
electricity.
think that's it.
okay, so, any other comments, concerns?
No, I don't think so.
Just FYI, the auditor has all of our documents.
Okay, thank you.
Wait, what?
The auditor has all of our documents,
Auditor.
so we are at the beginning of our audit.
Okay, so I'll call for an adjournment.
I make a motion to adjourn this meeting.
Did I get a second?
Third and fourth.
All in favor, say aye. Opposed, same sign.
Bye, Juan.
Adios.
Thank you, Juan.
Bye, everybody.
Thank
Have a
you.
good evening.